Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video I'm so excited to partner with Illo Sketchbook, who generously sent me 2 mixed media sketchbooks, and one of them is to do a review on and the other is to do a giveaway. And just to be transparent, I received this sketchbook for free, but I'll be giving you an honest review based on my experience with it. I'm so excited that one of you will get the chance to win this free mixed media Illo sketchbook. I'll give more details about the giveaway later on in the video. This is the first piece I've done in this sketchbook, so I'll definitely keep you updated later on when I use it more if anything changes on my review. So far, I am really liking how the colored pencils do on this page because the paper is a little bit textured, and the other Illo sketchbook that I did a sketchbook tour on has more plasticky paper, which is good for markers but not very good for colored pencils. This paper is also very thick, and at the end of the video you'll see that you can see the bleed through on the other side of this paper, but it doesn't bleed through onto the next paper, which is what I find most important, which means I don't necessarily have to put the Ohuhu marker plastic covering between the pages because it doesn't bleed onto that next page, which is really nice. And I don't mind if it bleeds through onto the back of the page. That doesn't bother me. It's when it bleeds through multiple pages that it bothers me. Here is me still mad that the caps don't fit on the back of the Copic sketch markers. And I did try to use a new one that I got in the mail, but it was just too orangey and I end up just covering up with pink later. I figured to do this test page, I draw what I am most comfortable with, so I drew a couple of flowers. So while I was recording, the phone tripod fell over. So here's a video of that happening so you guys could get a good laugh just like I did. I don't know why I wanted to include that in the video, I just thought it was funny. I'm actually kind of surprised that with how many layers I put down and changed colors so much with these markers that it didn't bleed onto the next page, because I layered them and changed colors a lot in this piece and the paper was amazing for that. I also want to state that in this sketchbook, the markers do not bleed as badly as they do in my Moleskine sketchbook. In my Moleskine sketchbook, the markers bleed so badly, and I feel like my pictures end up not being as clear, but in this one, the lines look really crisp, and I was happy with how they looked. I haven't tested watercolors on this paper, but I know Illo Sketchbook specifically has a sketchbook for watercolors, so I feel like if you were more geared towards watercolors, you would choose that one instead of this mixed media one. I don't know how I'm going to like the spiral bound part of it, because I know if I put my spiral bound sketchbooks or any notebooks into a bag, sometimes the spiral part can unbend and it can become annoying because it can stick out. But with my other mixed media sketchbook, it was smaller, but I didn't have that problem. And I guess if I just don't throw my sketchbook around, it won't be like that. I did leave the first page blank in this sketchbook so that I could do a video later on of me decorating the front and starting the sketchbook on the first page. I've also decided that this picture, the finished piece, will be included in the giveaway. I'll send it with the sketchbook, so you're going to get a sketchbook and this drawing from me. The way the giveaway is going to be done is I'm going to spin a wheel with everybody's name on it that entered in the giveaway, and it's going to randomly pick somebody, and then that person will win the sketchbook and this drawing. I honestly thought it would be a while till I ever got the chance to work with a brand, but I'm so happy I reached out to them and that they were willing to send me this, because their brand does mean a lot to me. I really do like the way their sketchbooks are set out, and I love this mixed media one. I didn't know what to expect when I was getting it because the other sketchbook is so different, but this one honestly might be my new favorite sketchbook. and it's the perfect sketchbook for me because I tend to do more marker and colored pencil art, and this paper is built for that. I know some artists tend to not like the perforated edges and that the pages can rip out, but I like that a lot because if there was a piece that I wanted to take out, like this one, I can just tear it out easily and the pages won't rip and be messed up. So I like that, but I can see how it also can be a con. I am very interested to see how the Ahuhu marker sketchbook compares to this one, like paper-wise, and how that one does with colored pencil as well. I filled a small mixed media sketchbook that I had just gotten from Walmart, and I really liked that one and working in that sketchbook because, again, I like having a little bit of texture to my paper. So when I got this one, I was actually really excited that it also had texturing on the paper. And the reason I do like the texturing on the paper is because I feel like if the paper is super smooth and you try putting colored pencil down on it, it just smudges and rubs and doesn't do blending as well as if there is a texture paper. It seems like the actual pencil lead will go in the grooves and it will stick to the paper better and less smudging. Plus, I, as an artist, have a more enjoyable time coloring on textured paper, so that is just my preference. If you prefer a more smooth paper, then this one might not be for you. I am super interested to see how sketching and stuff does in this sketchbook because I feel like it would do really well just because the colored pencils did really well. So I might be doing graphite later on and showing you that process. So here's my 10th color change of this piece. So I changed the pink and I end up changing the blue to a darker one just so the outsides match a little bit more. And I was using a reference, but the flowers look very unnatural, so I don't know if I prefer these colors, but I tried it out just because I like drawing this flower, and I don't necessarily like the color combo though. So the only downside that I've found with this sketchbook, which I wouldn't even really consider a huge downside, is the fact that it doesn't have that pocket in the back that my other sketchbook did. But I really don't mind that. It's not a deal breaker. It doesn't have a bookmark as well, but I really enjoy drawing in it, so I don't mind things like that. Overall, I really enjoy using this sketchbook, and if you're an artist who loves a well-made, durable sketchbook with high-quality paper, this is definitely one I'd recommend checking out. Now for the exciting part, the giveaway. So Illo Sketchbook has generously offered me to give one of you a free mixed media sketchbook of your own. Here is how to enter. First, make sure you're subscribed to my channel. Second, like this video. And third, leave a comment below telling what kind of art you'd create in this sketchbook. Also, make sure you're following me on Instagram as I'll be announcing the winner there, and don't forget to check out Illo Sketchbook as well. You have until April 1st to enter, and I'll be announcing the winner on April 7th. Good luck to everyone! Also, if you're interested in trying out any of Illo Sketchbook's products, I'll leave a link in the description so you can check out their website. And thank you again, Illo Sketchbook, for working with me on this. But now that all the giveaway details are done, I will actually talk about this flower piece. I find that the color scheme kind of reminded me of cotton candy, and it wasn't my favorite flower that I've drawn, but it was really good for blending and getting the idea if this paper was going to be good and hold up to my alcohol markers. Once I was done with the alcohol markers, I went back in with a dark red, blue, and green to do the line work on this, and this is where I realized just how well the colored pencils did on this page because it feels like they went very smoothly across the page and they stick to it pretty well. And even though they do well on this page, I still use a fixative because I know that colored pencil over time, if the sketchbook page rubs against each other, will smudge. And that's not saying that the sketchbook is bad, it's just how the medium works. So I always use a fixative on all my colored pencil work anyways. In all my artwork, when I start to add the colored pencil details, I end up liking the piece a lot more because before I started adding all the details, it kind of just like looked really blobby and I wasn't a huge fan of it, but I liked it a little bit more. I'm not saying it's just the best thing ever, but I did like it when I added the details. I think I've started to get in a little bit of an art block because I did try to record this video already once before, but I wasn't liking how the art was turning out, so I decided to scrap it and try it again. I just feel like I am trying to force art out of myself when I shouldn't be. It should just come naturally and be fun. But I also find that I don't really warm up before I try to do these pieces, and I should because when I first started, I didn't turn out how I wanted it, but then I was warmed up for when I started this one, so it turned out better. I also put so much pressure on myself trying to put out the best videos for you guys because I want y'all to have a video that you enjoy watching. So that kind of leads to my art block as well when I start trying to be perfect, even though obviously artists are never perfect, but that's just how I feel about it, and I should take the pressure off myself and just do what I enjoy. But I am beyond excited to be able to work with a brand because I want my YouTube to go in that direction where I'm able to work with a lot of art brands. So this is just one of the stepping stones that I'm very thankful for. I know their 8x8 Illo sketchbook was very popular a couple of years ago. I don't know if it still is, but this mixed media one should definitely be more popular than it is because I feel like it does well with a whole bunch of different art supplies, whether you just want to do ink or pencil or markers, anything like that. I feel like this paper does really well for that. I did notice the front cover is not one that you can paint because it's kind of a plasticky cardboard cover, but I don't mind that because I tend to just put stickers on the fronts of my sketchbooks, so it doesn't bother me that I can't paint it. But yeah, I'll let you guys watch the rest of this video and I'll see you at the end. Here's where I show the bleed through from the other side of the page. Like I said, it's not a big deal to me because I don't use that side a lot, but thank you guys for watching and I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one, and don't forget to enter the giveaway.